please stand. Please stand.
Color guard attention.
Color guard advance.
Color guard post your color. Color guard, salute your colors.
Color guard dismissed.
Will you please join me in a moment of silence? Dear Lord, I would like to thank you for this day. I would like to pray for both teams for a safe game and safe travels for the fans as they travel home tonight. God, I would just like to ask you to wrap your arms around the Moran family and all those who were close to them as they have lost a loved one. I ask you to be with them in these days, weeks, and months ahead. In your name we pray. Amen.
PTCI Channel 2, as well as PTCI's YouTube channel, welcomes you to our coverage of high school football. Today we are at Boise City, Oklahoma for tonight's contest between the Boise City Wildcats and the Turpin Cardinals. The home team, the Wildcats, come into this one 2-0. They have defeated Logan, New Mexico in their first contest, 44-0. And then last week, as you saw on PTCI Channel 2 as well as our YouTube channel, they defeated Beaver 48-0. Turpin, on the other hand, 0-2 right now as they've taken on a couple of pretty tough Panhandle teams. First, in week 1, they lost to the Balco Forgan Bulls 28-12. And then last week lost at home to Tyrone 56-22. Captains are making their way to the field, and the spirit line being set up by the home team, the Boise City Wildcat fans, as they make their way out on the field to cheer their team on. We're still about 7 minutes away from kickoff. We'll go over some of the kids that'll, not just starters, but also some of the main subs that will be playing early in the game. First, for the home team, at quarterback, a senior, and also a defensive back on the defensive side of the ball. Number 10, Luke Arthod. A sophomore running back and linebacker. Number 20, Caleb Arthod. A junior offensive and defensive lineman. Number 22, Paul Trantham. A junior wide receiver and defensive back. Number 24, Gabriel Milliken. A senior running back and linebacker. Number 36, Jesse Moran, who actually, if you heard the prayer earlier, he won't be in uniform tonight. And keep the Moran family in your prayers, as Jesse lost his father just yesterday. And so the Moran family gathering together, and also just in mourning over the loss of their father there. Other starters and main subs tonight, a senior offense and defensive lineman, number 52, Luis De Casas. A junior offensive and defensive lineman, number 56, Carter Crabtree. A senior offense and defensive lineman, number 74, Quentin White. A junior offense and defensive lineman, number 78, Conrad Odell. And a senior wide receiver and defensive back, number 81, Cesar Ramos. The Wildcats are coached by head coach Justin House. He is assisted by Garrett Harland and Chase Lloyd. For the visiting Cardinals, 5'9", 140-pound junior wide receiver and safety, number 6, Brandon Rodriguez. A 5'9", 170-pound junior quarterback and cornerback, number 10, Riley Ratzliff. A 5'11", 150-pound senior tight end and defensive end, number 13, Bresson Edelin. A 5'8", 185-pound senior guard and linebacker, number 14, Logan Wills. A 5'7", 160-pound junior running back and cornerback, number 15, Cesar Anchondo. A 5'11", 220-pound senior running back and linebacker, number 22, Isaac Hammock. A 5'10", 200-pound senior offensive guard and defensive end, number 50, Isaiah Olvera. A 5'8", 275-pound senior center and nose guard, number 66, Brian Fernandez. And a 5'7", 180-pound junior nose guard, number 44, Dakota Mills. Cardinals heading to their sideline. Wildcats getting ready. The spirit line is ready. Signs up. They're getting ready to bust through. As they gather one more time as a team here before they head to the sideline. On the field, right at the 50-yard line, near the home sideline, the JM there. Again, remembrance for the Moran family, and from what I understand, even the players have that on their helmets as well tonight, just to honor their teammate and classmate as well. Boise City will be kicking off to start this game. Turpin receiving. Back deep will be number 10, Riley Ratzliff. And also number 12, a 5'10", 160-pound senior, Carson Buller.
Let's give it up for our lovely cheerleaders right there.
Handling the kicking duties for the Wildcats will be number 20, Caleb Arthod.
No, he's coming though. They said he's coming, but he's ain't got it right now.
There's the whistle ready for play. Boise City breaks their huddle. They'll spread out. Turpin ready to receive. Here's the approach and the opening kick. A line drive. Bounces right up to the 25, the 30. Breaks loose up on the sideline, the 50. Still fighting off tacklers. He breaks loose. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Turpin Cardinals. Carson Buller returns the opening kick for a touchdown. And just 16 seconds into this contest, the Turpin Cardinals are already on the board.
You gotta keep it cool. You gotta keep it cool.
So Turpin will line up for the 2-point conversion. Tight I formation. Ratzliff under center. Takes a snap. Hand off to the tailback. Anchondo's in easily for the 2-point conversion. So with 11:40 left to play, looks like they ran 4 seconds off during the extra point. Turpin leads 8-0. Isaac Hammock sets the ball to kickoff for the Cardinals. And here's the kick. High kick. Going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Up to the 20. The 25 breaks through up past the 30-yard line, up to about the 33-yard line, as that was number 81, Cesar Ramos, on the carry. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 33-yard line. So shotgun formation, split to each side, back to his right, left. Fake. Luke Arthod keeps it, gets outside, and he's going to be near the first down marker. Actually marked back a little bit. Looks like he went out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So a nice first down gain. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Man in motion, and that's going to be a penalty flag pre-snap, and that's going to be on the Cardinals. So an offsides call will give Boise City the first down on the penalty. They place the ball at the 44-yard line. One split. He'll come in motion. Handoff straight up the middle. Bust through into Cardinal territory. That'll be a gain of about 8.5. So nice gain again on first down. Caleb Arthod on the carry. So second down, 2 yards to go. Quick throw out in the flat. Right off his hands as Ramos hit Ramos right in the numbers and dropped it. So it'll make it third down. So third down and really a long one is what we're looking at. There's a snap option. Arthod cups it up inside. He's got the first down inside the 40-yard line. So nice keep on that option play. We'll make it first down at the Turpin 38-yard line. Mentioned the head coaches for Boise City. For Turpin, head coach Justin Hanna. He is assisted by Bradley Kinzer, Jake and John Barnes, and also Lynn Scott. Tight formation. They'll option to the left. Pitch outside to Caleb Arthod. Fights off a tackle and steps out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him down at the 31. So big yards on first down again. And this is what you'll see most of the night is Luke and Caleb Arthod will handle the ball quite a bit. Milliken split out to the right. Handoff up the middle to Caleb Arthod, cuts outside and falls forward to about the 25. As Anchando got enough of him to knock him down, but it's another first down for Boise City. They'll mark it at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. So back to each side, drops back to pass, lets one go in the flat. It's caught up to the 15-yard line by Ramos. That'll be just shy of a first down, maybe half a yard. And looks like it'll be a full yard as they did move it back behind the 15-yard line. So two splits to the right, one to the left. Option, pitch outside to Caleb Arthod. He's going to be dropped for a loss. All the way back at the 17-yard line. I'll make a tougher third down play. Third and 3. So two splits to the right, one to the left. Luke Arthod fakes the handoff, keeps it outside. The Turpin defense there to block him before he can get to the first down marker, maybe a yard short. And it's marked at the 16-yard line. They'll need to get just inside the 15. Of course, in this situation, they definitely will go this deep in the in Turpin territory. 4th and about 1.5 yards. Still in the huddle. Just break it with 12 seconds on the play clock. Milliken in motion and a flag. And that's a false start, so that 4th down conversion is going to get a little tougher. So it's going to be more like 4th and 7 here. Boise City's been able to pick up yards in chunks, so it's definitely within their grasp to. So same shotgun formation. Milliken the only wide out. He'll come in motion across the formation. Hand off to Caleb Arthod right up the middle. Near the 15-yard line. We'll have to see where they mark it, whether it's going to be a first down or not. Referee's looking. He'll say 1st and 10 for Boise City. So just enough from Caleb Arthod to move the chains. Ball spotted just inside the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. So Boise City lines up for the 12th play of this drive. Milliken in motion. Luke Arthod keeps it back to the right through the middle. Looks like he's going to be tackled right about the 10-yard line. Looks like just inside of it, so a 5-yard gain on the play, bring up 2nd and 5. This time they'll spread out 2 splits to the left, 1 to the right. Caleb Arthod to his right. Hand off to Ramos. He'll try to get to the corner. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. That was actually Gabriel Milliken with the touchdown. So Boise City will line up the 2-point conversion and try to tie this one up. Two split to the right, 1 to the left. Luke Arthod, quick throw outside. And off the hands of Ramos, it looked like there. So with 6:27 still to play here in the first quarter, Turpin leads Boise City 8-6. Carson Buller and Riley Ratzliff back deep again for the Cardinals to receive the kick. Boise City still in their huddle. Has been whistled ready. Caleb Arthod once again handling the kicking duties for the Wildcats. There's the kick, this one. Dribbles to about the 20, picked up by Ratzliff up to the 25, and he's going to be wrangled down right there. Caleb Arthod there quickly for the tackle. So 1st and 10 for Turpin, right at the 25-yard line. Their first offensive play is they did receive the opening kick, but returned for a touchdown by Carson Buller. Ratzliff will go under center. Split to each side. Hand off to Hammock. Breaks a tackle. And he's got a first down. Tried to tackle the ball. Still on his feet. Up to the 30-yard line before he's brought down. So 1st and 10 for Turpin. So ball marked right at the 40-yard line. Ratzliff keeps it to the right. He's going to be grabbed from behind and dragged down after a yard or two gain. That tackle there by number 56, Carter Crabtree, from his defensive tackle position. Ratzliff checks the coaches for the play call. L option. Ratzliff keeps it. He's going to be dragged down by several Wildcats. First one there, Paul Trantham. Looks like for no gain on the play. So that will make it 3rd and 8. 5 minutes still here to play. Here in the first quarter, Trantham has to come off the field with an equipment issue. They'll bring in 74 Quentin White in his spot. They'll have to fix his helmet. Do split to the left side. Hammock in motion. Handoff inside. Cut back inside. Back up to the 50-yard line. That was Cesaron Chondo on the carry. And that'll be right there. They'll check it to see. They're going to call it a first down. Two splits to the short side. Ratzliff back under center with Hammock behind him. He'll keep it to the right, and he's going to be wrapped up right away. Caleb Arthod, the first one there, also joined by White. And also Crabtree as well. So 2nd down, 10 yards to go. They have really shut down Riley Ratzliff on his first 3 carries. Shotgun formation. Keeper to the right by Ratzliff. Bust through. Past the 45 to the 44-yard line. So more makeable 3rd down. As it'll be 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Split to each side. Ratzliff back under center. Hand off to Hammock. And he's fighting forward. Shy of the 40-yard line. They'll have to get past that 40 for a first down, and they're just shy of the 40, so it'll be 4th down and 1 yard to go.
Let's get riled up for our defense. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Pistol formation. Now they'll change under center. Hammock behind him. Hand off to Hammock. Bust through. He's got the first down. Hammock been the most effective ball carrier for the Cardinals so far today. Ball marked at the 37-yard line. Beyond Chondo in motion. Ratcliffe looking to throw. He's got a man open. It's Edelman. Catches it at the 5. Or caught it about the 10. Tackled inside the 5 at about the 2-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal for Turpin. So tight I formation. Hand off to the tailback. That's on Chondo. He's in for the score.
Chondo scored that.
So Turpin gets in position for the 2-point conversion. They're already under 10 seconds on the play clock, and they're going to have to call a timeout. 1:51 still to play here in the first quarter. Turpin leads Boise City 14-6. Out of the timeout, both teams back on the field. Turpin lining up for the 2-point conversion. They'll split 2 out to the left. On Chondo in the backfield with Ratcliffe, who's under center. Hammock in motion. Hand off to Anchondo to the right. And looks like he's going to be stopped. So a big stop there by Luke Arthod to keep Turpin out of the end zone on the 2-point conversion. So the score will remain 14-6. Turpin with a 10-play, 75-yard drive, answering a 13-play, 67-yard drive by Boise City.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, get up. I see you down there, Sheriff. Go on, get it. There we go. There we go. Do, 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 do.
So Milliken and Ramos back deep. Here's the kick by Hammock. That one picks it up just to about the 10-yard line. That one looked like it was going out of bounds. Ramos, he's up to the 15-yard line, going to be brought down there. Edelman, the first one there. Also, Quentin Swartz, number 24, there to help out with the tackle as well. And looks like they'll mark him up at about the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They'll split 2 to the wide side of the field, 1 to the shallow. There's a snap, quick throw outside, and he's going to be dropped for a loss as Ramos caught that and pushed out of bounds. They'll mark his forward progress at about the 14-yard line. Maybe more like the 13. So 2nd down, 14 to go now. There's a snap, handoff in the backfield, cuts up inside, going to be drugged down at about the 19-yard line. It's still going to be 3rd down at about 9 yards to go. And we've got a timeout on the field. 33 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Turpin leads Boise City 14-6.
Cheerleaders, come on, give us some more enthusiasm right there, ladies. Come on, ladies.
So out of the timeout, 3rd down, 9 yards to go from the 18-yard line. Shotgun formation again. There's a snap. Luke Arthod drops back to pass. Lets one go down the middle. He's got Milliken out there and just passed an outstretched arm as he had a step or two on Brandon Rodriguez from the safety position. That's going to make it 4th and 9, and the Wildcats are going to have to punt. Cesar Anchondo back deep for the Cardinals as he's back there just barely in Cardinal territory at the 45. There's a snap and the kick, and that one will hit in Wildcat territory, roll across, and fall dead right at the 45-yard line. With 17 seconds left here in the first quarter, Turpin will have it 1st and 10. Turpin will line up with 2 splits. to the left side of the formation. Play clock already under 5. They'll have to hurry. They do get it off in time. Ratzlaff cuts it up inside, and he's up to the midfield stripe for a 5-yard gain. And that is the end of the first quarter. Turpin leads Boise City 14-6. Both teams back out on the field for the start of this second quarter. Once again, ball just had to be flopped on the other side of the midfield stripe. Turpin facing a 2nd and 10. They'll split one out to each side. Pistol formation. Hammock to the right of Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff straight up the middle, follows his block, gets through the first set of tacklers all the way down to the 30-yard line in Wildcat territory, 1st and 10. And Ratzlaff, that was his best run of the night, 20 yards. Oscar Ramos, number 13 for Boise City, hobbled, able to get himself off the field. Anchondo, the only split. He'll come in motion. Ratzlaff keeps it right up the middle. Outside to the 20. The 15 puts his head down and barrels forward to the 12-yard line. It'll be another 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Cardinals yards on offensive for the most part come in between those guards, not too much. Boise City's been able to chase them down when they tried to go wide. Handoff to Hammock straight up the middle, fights his way forward and knocked down sideways. Looked like at about the 8-yard line. And another Wildcat coming off the field. Paul Trantham this time hurt. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Anchondo in the backfield, Hammock in motion. Handoff to Anchondo, busts it outside. He's at the 5-yard line. 4, falls forward to about the 3. He'll be near the 1st down marker. Umpire says it is 3rd down. 3rd down and short. Tie-dye formation. Handoff to Anchondo to the right. He's near the goal line and in for the touchdown. So Turpin, 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns so far. Returned the opening kick for a touchdown, then went 75 yards on the second drive. They'll line up for the 2-point conversion. Pitch out to Anchondo, and he's going to be brought down by Milliken. Great penetration by several Wildcats on that 2-point conversion. So with 9:43 left to play here in the first half, Turpin now leads Boise City 20-6. Once again, Hammock kicking off for Turpin. Milliken and Ramos back deep for the Wildcats. Here's the approach and the kick. High end over end kick, caught at about the 25. And going to be wrangled down right at the 30-yard line. Edelin, the first tackler there for Turpin, as they do place the ball right on the 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, Milliken in motion. They'll hand it off to him to the short side and knocked out of bounds after a gain of maybe 3 yards on the play. So second down. Looks like they'll really give him more like 4 there. So second down. Second down and 6 yards to go. This time a back to each side of Luke Arthod. Makes the handoff, throws it outside to Ramos. And ball was just a little bit too low, went to the ground to try to get it but couldn't, so incomplete pass. That'll make it third down, 6 yards to go. Nine and a half minutes left to play here in the first half. Turpin leading 20-6. Milliken in motion. Handoff back up the middle to Caleb Arthod. And he's going to have enough for a first down as he's past the midfield stripe to the Turpin 49. Split to each side, back to each side as well. They'll option to the wide side. Luke Arthod keeps it. And still on his feet as he spins forward. Looked like he was going to be brought down at the 45-yard line, but fought his way forward to the 42. So a nice first down gain there by Luke Arthod. Makes it 2nd down and 3. The two split to the left, one to the right, one back in the backfield. Milliken in motion. They'll hand it off to him and has to avoid one tackler, but he's not going to avoid a gang tackle in the backfield for a loss back at the 45. So that'll make it 3rd down at about 6 yards to go. And a penalty against Boise City. As it will go back to being 2nd down. But it will move the ball back into Wildcat territory at their own 45-yard line. So 2nd down and 16 yards to go. Arthod rolls out, lets a pass go through the hands of Ramos. Had it about the Turpin 40-yard line, right there close to the 1st down marker. So now it will be 3rd and 16. Of course, here in Boise City, a lot of things going on with the Cimarron County Fair going on this weekend. Some action over at the Rodeo Arena, and definitely will be tomorrow night as well. There's a snap. And we've got a pre-snap penalty again. It's going to be on the offense, a motion penalty. So they're going to march him back another 5. It's going to be 3rd down and 21 yards to go. Ball spotted right at the 40-yard line. Boise City at the line, play clock under 10 now. Milliken in motion. Hand off to Caleb Arthod. Bust up to the 45, up to midfield, dragging tacklers into Turpin territory. And looks like they'll get back to the original line of scrimmage on this set of downs, and it'll be 4th and 10 from the Turpin 49. Already trailing by a couple of touchdowns. Boise City will go for it. They'll split one to each side. Actually, Luke Arthod lines up in punt formation. Turpin doesn't send anybody back. There's the punt. That one lands, bounds inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. A very favorable bounce as it's downed just inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Turpin with 6:40 left to play here in the first half.
Let's go, fans. Let's get our defense riled up right here. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
So shotgun formation There's Ratzliff and Hammock in the end zone. Ratzliff will keep it just to the right. Gets past the 5 to about the 6-yard line. And it looks like they'll actually mark it up another yard or so. And we 2nd down and 7. Ratzliff under center now. Hand off to Hammock. Breaks one tackle. Trying to fight forward. He's not going to break that tackle. Four Wildcats there to stop him just shy of the 10-yard line. So 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Boise City defense trying to get their first stop of the game. Force a Turpin punt. Especially this deep in their own territory. Ratzliff back under center with Hammock behind him on Chondo in motion. Ratzliff keeps it to the right, and he is brought down in a hurry. As number 56, Carter Crabtree, busted through there and just blew that play up as soon as it started. Got a little forward motion. We'll call it 4th down and 4 yards to go. And Turpin will have to punt for the first time. It'll be Hammock back to punt. Luke Arthod will drop back to receive it. Hammock lets that one go. Arthod catches it at the 46 of Turpin. Heads to the top side. There's a flag on the play. He's going to take that one to the end zone. But we'll have to see what the flag is. And it looks like they will be bringing it back. And as a block in the back penalty.
You know, it was Gabriel. It was Gabriel. Because look at Palm on Gabriel. It was right over here. Man, that was a bull call. I don't think you saw the call. Yeah. Gabriel hit him from the side. I don't think they called that.
So it will be 1st and 10 for Boise City with 4:50 here to play in the first half in Turpin territory at the 43-yard line.
First down, Wildcat, bud. Yeah, it is, but we're back. First down, Wildcat. That's supposed to be a touchdown. You're welcome.
Hand off to Caleb Arthod, and he is stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. Can't get him down, but he's not going anywhere forward. And that play will be for no gain, so 2nd down, 10 yards to go.
Hey, but I knew once he hit that outside, he was stride. Nobody was going to catch him. He was behind the play when he hit that block. Luke had already cleared that edge. Yeah.
Back to each side of the quarterback, a split on each side as well. He'll roll out to his left, lets one go out to his back. It's caught at the 40-yard line for a short gain. Hammock with the tackle. As Strand Wagner, number 7, a junior, with the catch. So 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Same formation with a split to each side and a back to each side as well. There's a snap, drops back to pass. Lets one go out there. He's got Milliken. Can't quite get to it. He was covered there by Rodriguez, and it's going to be 4th down. Once again, a split to each side. And Arthod, the short punt, bounding forward towards the end zone and able to stop it before it goes in, as it is pin Turpin down at the 1 yard line with 3:11 left to play here in the first half.
Let's get ready for our defense. Let's go, let's go.
Tight I formation on Chondo, the I back. They'll turn, hand it off to the fullback. Hammock busts through, still on his feet, finally knocked down by Ramos out to the 12-yard line. So Turpin gets out of that territory and gets a first down, clears themselves from right up against the end zone. Turn, hand off to the tailback on Chondo, and he's going to be stopped for maybe a yard gain or two. Looks like they'll give him up to the 15. Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll split two out to the wide side of the field now. On Chondo in motion. Turns, hands it off to him, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Caleb Arthod with the big stop, as the ball will be marked back at the 11-yard line. A 4-yard loss on the play. Makes it 3rd and 13. They'll split 2 to the short side, 1 to the wide side. Minute 45 still left. We've got a timeout on the field. 1:43 left to play in the first half. Turpin leads Boise City 20-6. So out of the timeout, 3rd down and 13 for Turpin at the 11-yard line. They'll split 2 to the wide side, 1 to the short side. Ratsup drops back to pass, lets one go deep. He's got Buller out there, and that is going to be a pass interference penalty as he tried to come back for it. And the defender is a little injured on that one. Milliken, yeah, he's up on his feet, looks like he's okay. He's going to be called for the pass interference. So that will be a 15-yard penalty and a first down for Turpin. Kind of a gut punch penalty there for Boise City as they had Turpin pinned back deep with just a minute 37 to play. course, Buller may have been able to come back and catch that if Milliken doesn't interfere with him as well. So ball placed on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Play clock under 10. Ratzlaff under center with Hammock behind him. Anchondo in motion. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, looking to throw. He'll take off on the run up past the 40-yard line to about the 42.
Big Aaron with the tackle.
That'll make it 2nd down. And about 3 to go. Clock just over a minute left to play here in the first half. Anchondo will split out from the backfield. Ratzlaff back to pass. There's going to be a pre-snap penalty. That's going to be motion on Turpin. Instead of a 2nd down and 3, that'll make it 2nd down and 8 yards to go. So ball back at the 27-yard line. Two splits to the wide side. Quick throw out to Anchondo. Tries to avoid the first tackler but can't. As Luke Arthod with the tackle, a flag after the play. And it is a face mask penalty. So just another killer penalty, as that would have made it 3rd and long. They'll move the ball all the way up to the 42-yard line. Just 37 seconds left to play. There's a snap. They'll option to the right. Pitch out to Anchondo. Looks to throw. Throws it out deep. And off the hands of Milliken, or he'd had the interception. They're trying to get the ball to Rodriguez, but Milliken had him well covered but just couldn't bring it down. That will make it 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation, 2 splits to the left, throws it across the middle. Caleb Arthod got a hand on that one. That one had the potential of being intercepted too as he tried to hit his tight end Edelin coming across. That'll make it 3rd and 10.
Big time 3rd down. Let's go, crowd. Get riled up. Let's go. Let's go.
Turpin still getting the play call from the sideline. Play clock is at 6. They do get it off in time. Ratzlaff rolls out, throws it back to Anchondo, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Back at about the 38, 37-yard line. Timeout on the field with 19 seconds left to play in the half. It's going to be 4th and long. Once again, 4th down. 16 yards to go for Turpin. Boise City calls the timeout to force Turpin to punt, as we did see Luke Arthod return that last punt for a touchdown, only to have it called back. We've got a pre-snap penalty. And that's going to be a false start on Turpin. So it's going to make it a 4th and 21. There's the snap. Hammock with the kick. He angles that one out of bounds, trying to make sure that Luke Arthod didn't have a chance with it. So Boise City will take over possession of it with 12 seconds left here in the half. We'll have to see where they mark it, as that one went out of bounds pretty quickly. And they mark it just in Turpin territory between the 49 and 50-yard line.
Let's go, oh, let's go.
Just 12 seconds, as we mentioned, left here in the half. 2 splits to the right, 1 to his left. Luke Arthod drops back to pass. He's under pressure, avoids the first tackler, throws it deep to Caleb Arthod, gets a hand on it, but can't quite bring it in. So 2nd down, 10 yards to go. 6 seconds left in the half. So unless this is a quick hitter, this probably will be the last play of the half. Two splits to the right, 1 to the left. Fakes the handoff, drops back to pass, lets one go over the middle. It's caught and dropped there at the 33-yard line. Timeout called with 1 second left on the clock. Who caught that? Was that Milliken? Who caught it? Milliken caught it? So timeout on the field. 1 second left in the half. Gabriel Milliken with that catch up to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Turpin defense back out on the field. Boise City in the huddle. They'll break it. They'll split 2. Milliken and Ramos to the right. Wagner to the left. Caleb Arthod goes in motion down the sideline. Over the middle, off the hands of Wagner, as they had caught Turpin there but couldn't bring it in, and that is the half. Turpin leads Boise City 20-6. And we are just about ready to kick off this second half. Boise City will be receiving the second half kickoff. Trying to make this a one-score game as they trail Turpin 20-6 right now. Isaac Hammock kicking off for the Cardinals again. Back deep for the Wildcats. Again, it will be Ramos and Milliken. Just a beautiful September night for football here in Boise City. Temperatures in the 70s, a nice cool breeze. Both teams are set. There's the whistle. Here's the approach, and toe meets leather. Dribbler, and it's going to take a turn and go out of bounds, so that's going to be a penalty. As the ball rolled out right at the 30-yard line. Ball will be set at the 35-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will take over, 1st and 10. So Luke and Caleb Arthod in the backfield, split to each side. There's a snap, handoff to Caleb Arthod. Still on his feet as he lowers his shoulder just past the 40-yard line to the 41. And looks like closer to the 42, actually. So 2nd down and about 3 yards to go. Lineup, same formation. 2 backs this time. Handoff to Arthod again. He's up past midfield into the open, up near the 40-yard line before he's dragged down at the 35-yard line of Turpin.
Nice run. Another Boise City 1st down. He running good now.
So 1st and 10. They'll move the ball back to the 36. Handoff inside again, met at the line, able to drag tacklers forward to the 31-yard line. Caleb Arthod again on the carry. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Milliken in motion. Hand off to Arthod inside. Waits for his blocks. And he's going to gain up to about the 30-yard line, just inside of it. But just a short gain on that one of maybe a yard or so. Going to make it, we'll give him 2 on that. Actually looks like it's going to be 3rd down, 3 yards to go from the 34-yard line. Luke Arthod keeps it up the middle. Oh, he's going to get hit in the backfield and dropped. Like the first man there was number 44, Dakota Wills. And that's going to make it 4th down. and about 4 yards to go. Back to each side. Split to each side as well. There's a snap. Arthod rolls out to his right, looking to throw. Lets one go. It's caught. And that's going to be enough for a first down. Late flag thrown as Ramos with the first down catch. As the ball will be marked just shy of the 30-yard line. We'll have to see what the penalty is. Personal foul. So some sort of personal foul penalty there. Not sure what it was, but it's going to be a 1st and 10. Actually, that will be, let's see if they say 1st and 10 or 1st and goal. Looks like it's 1st and goal right at the 10-yard line. Milliken in motion. Handed off to him, running to the wide side, trying to get that edge. And he's into the end zone for a Boise City touchdown. So Boise City on their first possession of the second half puts points on the board to make it a 1-score game. They'll try to make it a 6-point game as they go for 2 points here. There's a snap, hand off to Caleb Arthod, cuts back inside. He's going to be cut down just shy of the goal line. So with 8:54 left to play here in the third quarter, Turpin leads Boise City 20-12. The Turpin set to return the kick. Carson Buller will return the opening kick of the game for a touchdown back deep. Also back there with him, a 5'9", 150-pound freshman, number 23, Aaron Resendez. And Boise City with a little bit of confusion as they set up for the kickoff. We're missing one of their players, and so it'll be a delay of game penalty. So they'll move it back 5. And Coach House didn't see any reason to go ahead and waste a timeout on something like that. So they'll just move it back 5 and kick it from the 35 instead of the 40. Here's the approach by Caleb Arthod. It's a low line dribbler. Back to Resendez, back at the 30-yard line. Avoids a couple of tacklers up to the 40-yard line. He'll be dragged down at the 42-yard line. And Caleb Arthod on the tackle. So 1st and 10 for Turpin at the 42-yard line. Buller split to one side, Anchondo to the other, Hammock in the backfield. Hand off to Hammock, bowls his way forward to the 45, and he's drugged back there. Several Wildcats in on the tackle, Trantham in there. Who's number 30? I don't even have a 30. Munoz. Well, option to the short side. Ratzliff keeps it. He's up past midfield and falls forward. He'll be near the first down marker. It'll just kind of depend on the spot. Looks like he may have enough for the first down at the 48-yard line of Boise City. Yes, it is a first down. Split to each side. Back in the backfield with Ratzliff. Option ball knocked backwards. Anchondo trying to get to it first and able to fall on it, but a big loss. Not sure who it was that got their hand on that pitch, but a huge loss of about 18 yards on that one. We'll make it second down and long. There's a snap. Ratzliff lets one go out in the flat to Edelman. He's going to be dropped, though, after a short gain up to about the 39. So got about 5 of it back. So second down, 23 to go.
Big time third down. Let's get it. Let's get rowdy up for our defense crowd. Let's go. Let's go.
Shotgun formation. Ratzliff back to pass again. Lets one go down the sideline. He's got a man out there, and just a bit too strong for Carson Buller, who couldn't quite catch up with it. And that's going to make it fourth down. Hammock will line up to punt. Luke Arthod back to receive the punt. There's a snap, and barely gets it. It's blocked. The kick is blocked, and Boise City is going to have fantastic field position with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. They'll have an opportunity to try to, with this good field position, try to tie the game up. You could see that snap kind of arced a little bit and came back slow. Ball at the 26-yard line. Back on each side, split to each side, handoff up the middle, breaks through the first line up to the 20-yard line. So a 5-yard gain on first down. Cesar Ramos on the carry.
Ramos on the carry.
Well, same formation, handoff again. Going to be dropped by Hammock. No, he breaks through. Still on his feet, fights his way down to the 10 as he broke through several tackles. Looked like Hammock had him for a loss. But Caleb Arthod just kept churning. That's going to be a 1st and 10. Ball just outside the 10-yard line. Snap, handoff to Caleb Arthod again. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Boise City Wildcats are just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game back up at 20. Same two-back formation. Fakes the handoff. Arthod with it. Luke Arthod dives forward, and they'll say he's just shy of the goal line. So Turpin will maintain a 2-point lead. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Turpin leads Boise City 20-18. We got a couple of players injured on the field for Turpin. Injured Cardinal finally up on his feet. Need a little bit of assistance to get to the sideline, though. Hope he'll have a quick recovery. Hopefully nothing serious. 5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 2 scores here in the third by Boise City have made it a 2-point game.
Let's go. cheerleaders. Now we feeling it from y'all. Now let's go, let's go.
Caleb Arthod will once again kick off for the Wildcats. Buller and Resendez back deep again for Turpin. Boise City breaks the huddle, spreads out. Whistle has been blown, ready for play. Here's the approach and the kick. It's a short one and recovered by Isaiah Olvera, number 50. So wisely ready for the onside kick. And Turpin will have great field position at their own 47-yard line. Ratzliff under center with Hammock behind him, a split to each side. Turns. That's Resendez at quarterback, hands it off to Hammock. So Aaron Resendez, the freshman, in at quarterback right now. So 6-yard gain on the play, second down, 4 yards to go from the Boise City 47. Resendez back under center. Takes a snap. He'll go to the left. Breaks loose. Up past the 40, the 35, where he stood up, still being pushed forward. And they will blow the play dead. They're at about the 33-yard line, looks like. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Shotgun formation. There's a high snap. Quick pitch outside on Chondo. Gets outside. Ball is loose on the ground. And Boise City recovers it at about the 27-yard line. So Boise City takes over again with 3:58 left to play. Looks like Boise City will take over at about their 27-yard line. There's a snap. Hand off to Caleb Arthod. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. As busting through there was Dakota Wills, a nose tackle. So a loss of a yard on the play. Back to the 26. 2nd down and 11. 3.5 left here in the third. There's a snap. Arthod rolls out to his right. Now he'll take off and try to run. He's going to be dropped for another loss back at the 25-yard line. He tried to cut inside of a Turpin defender and slid to the ground. So 3rd down and about 13 yards to go. There's the snap. Arthod back to pass again. Steps up, lets one go deep. He's got a guy out there through the hands, it looked like, of Milliken. Just could not bring it in, and it's 4th down. So on the quick change, the Turpin defense holds ground. Anchondo back to receive the punt. There's the snap. Gets the kickoff, a line driver. It'll wobble past the 50-yard line. Looked like it hit the back heel of Ramos. And maybe it didn't. They're just going to mark it dead where it fell. So Turpin will take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. With 2:25 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Tight formation. Anchondo in motion. Handoff to Hammock to the right. And going to be stuffed right there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a short gain. Maybe of a yard. So 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Shotgun formation. Resendez, he's going to run it. Cuts inside. And he's going to be brought down after a short gain up to about the 47-yard line.
Big time 3rd down. Let's get rowdy for your Wildcat defense. Let's go, let's go.
Actually, it just beat to the 46. The 3rd down and 6 yards to go. There's a snap, quick pitch out to Anchondo. Avoids the first defender, but only gains about a yard or so. 2nd tackler there. We'll make it 4th down and 5 from the Turpin 48-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field. 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Turpin still leading, holding on to a 2-point lead over Boise City, 20-18. Hammock back to punt for Turpin. Luke Arthod back to return the kick. There's the kick. Arthod catches it at about the 11-yard line, up to the 20, the 25. Along the sideline, that's going to be a block in the back. Quentin Swartz was closing in on him, and one of the Wildcat blockers hit him from behind, back near the 25-yard line. Still discussing exactly where it's going to be marked off to. And they'll mark it just inside the 15-yard line. And that's where Boise City will have it 1st and 10. In that same formation that has been successful here in the 3rd quarter with 2 backs. Handoff up the middle, fighting forward for yards. That's Ramos. As he carried Dakota Wills for a few more yards. It'll be 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Quarter clock under 10 seconds. This may be the last play of the 3rd. Arthod rolls out to his right. He's going to run it. Spun out of bounds as the 3rd quarter buzzer sounds at about the 27-yard line. That will be enough for a 1st down. And we will head to the 4th quarter. Turpin clinging to a 2-point lead, 20-18 over Boise City. Here we go, start of the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for Boise City at their own 27-yard line after that 1st down. Caleb Arthod with the carry. And going to be brought down just past the 30-yard line. And be up to the 32-yard line, so a gain of about 5. Man in motion and a flag. Motion penalty will move them back 5. So that 5 that they gained on 1st down, they give back. Boise City breaks the huddle with under 10 on the play clock. And it's going to be timeout Boise City, 10:50 left to play in this one. Turpin leading Boise City 20-18. Both teams back out on the field out of the timeout. Second down, 10 yards to go from the 28-yard line. Two splits to the right, one to the left. They'll option to the open side of the field. Out to Caleb Arthod down the sideline. He's at the 40, the 50, avoids a tackler. He's into Turpin territory at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Boise City Wildcats, as they take their first lead of the game. A 72-yard touchdown run by Caleb Arthod.
Caleb Arthod with a nice run downfield.
Boise City huddles up for the two-point conversion.
Big, come on, stick it in.
Arthod hands it off to Caleb. Arthod, and he's in for the two-point conversion. And Boise City, with 10:37 left in this one, now takes a 26-20 lead. Caleb Arthod once again will kick off for Boise City. And back deep again for Turpin. Number 12, Carson Bullard. And number 23, Aaron Resendez. Last kickoff was an onside kick, though, so
Now we have push-ups that are jumping jacks. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, I'm sorry.
here's the approach and the kick. It's a short one. Rodriguez falls on it past the 30-yard line at about the 33. That's where Turpin will have it, 1st and 10. There's Turpin scored on their first 3 offensive possessions, but have had nothing since then.
I see you, Luis. I got you, buddy. Let's go.
Boise City outscoring Turpin here in the second half, 20-0.
Hey, it's your face.
So we've got a timeout on the field, 10:35 left to play. Boise City leads Turpin 26-20. There will be a bit of a delay here in the game as the ambulance is leaving with one of the Turpin players. Most likely that is Riley Ratzliff, the Cardinals' starting quarterback and cornerback. He's been out of the game since that collision over there. We never did quite catch the number on that, but it's safe to assume that was probably him.
There we go. I
Prayers for a quick recovery, but they will not be able to restart the game until the ambulance is able to get back here to the field. So we will take a break here. 10:35 left to play. Once again, Boise City leads Turpin 26-20. So both teams are now back on the field, and we are ready to resume play. 10:35 left to play in this one. Boise City now leading Turpin 26-20. Turpin scored on their first 3 possessions of the game, but has been held scoreless since then. Outscored 20-0 in the second half. They've got the ball on the ground. Resendez tried to fall on it. Boise City looks like they may have it. They do. 1st and 10 in Turpin territory at about the 25. Now they'll actually mark it close to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 there for Boise City. Looks like they did move it up to about the 29. So shotgun formation. Hand off to Caleb Arthod. Breaks through, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Boise City Wildcats. So 29-yard touchdown. So the last 2 offensive plays for Boise City, 72-yard touchdown run, and now a 29-yard touchdown run, both by Caleb Arthod. Two-back shotgun formation again. Hand off to the left. And Ramos in for the 2-point conversion. 10:22 left to play. Boise City now leads Turpin 34-20. Sometimes you get blown out in the first half, you get blown out in the second half.
But not on this.
Sometimes there is.
In the infamous words of Coach G, always run north.
Caleb Arthod kicking off once again for the Wildcats. Resendez and Buller back deep for Turpin. Turpin badly in need of a spark here. Unable to regroup after that long break, as fumbled on the first snap, and Boise City then takes that one in for the score. Here's the kick. Bounding down to about the 30. They'll fall on it right there, as Rodriguez falls on it right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for Turpin.
Let's go. Let's get ready for our Boise City defense. Let's get another stop.
Looks like it did move it forward to the 31. Resendez moves under center with Hammock behind him. Anchondo in motion. Ball dropped again. Still lost. And Boise City recovers again.
And this is recovered by your Boise City Wildcats on a Fumble play.
We got a scoreboard issue now.
Difficulties. We still have power up here, but don't know what's going on with the scoreboard.
The scoreboard issues is gone.
Say it again one more time.
As the scoreboard's gone dark.
Woo!
Ball at the 28-yard line. Back out on the field, Turpin with possession of the ball. Resendez will keep it on the carry and falls forward near the 40-yard line, so a 5-yard gain on the first play. We are sorry for those who trying to watch our stream when they had trouble with the scoreboard, had to turn the breaker back off and on, and apparently that messed up our stream. Hopefully it will be in full power here soon. There's a handoff to Anchondo on the sweep. Up to the 45, knocked out of bounds just past that. And a late flag along the sideline over there. Ball at the 48-yard line. We'll see what the call is here. It will be a first down for Turpin right here. Still have no indication which way they're going to mark off. And it looks like it will be against Turpin.
Penalties against Turpin.
And as a personal foul penalty.
Personal foul. Send 'em on back,
That'll go
baby.
15 yards.
Let's go,
That's
let's go.
Turpin's second personal foul penalty of the game. Back to the 33-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10, because that did come after the play.
Come on, Amy. I don't even hear you up here. You got to be louder, girl. Come on, girl.
Turpin back at the line, tight formation. Resendez under center. Anchondo in motion. Drops back to pass. Under pressure. He's going to be sacked.
In the backfield.
Back at the 20-yard or 30-yard line.
Crabtree on its sack.
Crabtree with the sack. Second down, 14 yards to go. Resendez will keep it to the right, and he's going to be hit hard because Luke Arthod came up in the hole. Not sure which Wildcat had him around the legs, but Arthod finished him off there at the 31-yard line. So 3rd and 13.
Big time 3rd down. Let's go. Let's get riled up for our defense. Let's go.
Pistol formation, drops back to pass. Lets one go and hits his tight end for a short gain, maybe a couple of yards. It's going to be 4th down.
Big time 4th down. Let's keep it rowdy for our defense.
4th down. Looks like almost 10 to go. And Turpin trailing by 14 right now with just 7.5 left. They're going to go for it. Resendez drops back to pass, lets one go deep. He's got Buller out there through his hands. Incomplete. Ball is turned over on downs. Back to Boise City with 7:15 left to play. And another personal foul penalty on Turpin. Their 3rd of the game, letting their frustration show. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty is what it's called. And they'll actually call it on both. Maybe he said something and he heard him. Maybe that's what caused the action. So offsetting penalties actually on that. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Ball will still be turned over on downs because that was after the play.
Yellow. Thank you. That should be way back down there. That was 4th down. He first was. Way back here. They don't have a clue, do they? Well, no, I think you're all on out there. So we got the ball down here on the. Should have it right there where they.
Y'all just give them a second. They're going to get there.
We're trying to make sure they ain't giving y'all extra compensation over there, you know.
So it will be 1st and 10 for Boise City. And looks like they'll mark off penalty. And they mark off the 15 one way, 15 the other way, and go back to the starting point, which is right there at the 35-yard line, where Boise City will have it in Turpin territory. They're huddled up all the way back at their own 35. So Boise City at the line. Aim 2-back shotgun formation. Luke Arthod keeps it, tries to cut back, and slips down at the 31-yard line. So a gain of 4 yards on the play. Make it 2nd down, 6 yards to go, under 7 to play here tonight. Here's a snap, rolls to his left. It's going to be a keeper and brought down at the 27-yard line. Resendez, Edelin, and also Wills in on the tackle. So 3rd down, 2 yards to go. There's a snap. Handoff to Ramos. He's near the first down. Brought down by Anchondo. Does look like he's got enough. It'll be very close. And it is a first down.
First down.
Play clock already at 5 as they break the huddle. Handoff again and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. So second down and 10. That was Ramos on the carry again. Here's a snap, rolls out to his right, looking to throw. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Boise City. Luke Arthod to Gabriel Milliken for the touchdown. And another Cardinal on the field injured. Looks like he's in a lot of pain. And he is up on his feet. That's good news. Boise City will line up for their two-point conversion. Turpin led at the half of this one 20-6, but have been outscored 34-0 here in the second half. Just dominated. This second half dominated by the Wildcats. They'll line up for the two-point conversion. Luke Arthod and Caleb Arthod in the backfield. Handoff to Milliken in motion. Tries to get into the corner of the end zone. They'll say no good as he lost control of the ball just before he crossed over. So with 4:27 left to play in this one, Boise City leads Turpin 40-20.
We agreed on push-ups, ladies.
Arthod will kick off once again for Boise City. 34 unanswered points here in the second half for the Wildcats. Here's the approach and the kick. Line drive kick through Resendez's legs, picks it up at the 15, up to the 20, and he's going to be dropped at about the 21-yard line.
With the tackle.
And that's where Turpin will have it, 1st and 10.
Go, crowd. Let's get rowdy for our defense right here. Let's get another stop defense.
Resendez under center with Hammock behind him. Anchondo in motion. There's a handoff to Anchondo. Trying to go wide and a hard hit.
Let's go climb. Let's go climb. Let's go climb. Holly with the tackle. Oh, my goodness.
Dropped for a 1-yard loss on the play. So 2nd down and 11, and that was a tremendous hit there. It's hard for me to see these numbers, gray jerseys with black numbers. Resendez breaks a few tackles, still out in the open, and falls forward near the 35-yard line. So the freshman with a nice run to give Turpin a 1st down at the 34-yard line. 3.5 minutes left to play. Quick pass outside to Anchondo, avoids the first defender, but no, he's wrapped up, and he's going to be dropped for no gain. So 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Quick pitch to Anchondo. And going to be dropped for no gain. So 3rd down and 10 for the Cardinals. Just 2.5 minutes left to play. Anchondo in motion. Resendez pitches it to Hammock. And he's gang tackled after maybe a yard or two gain up to the 35. It's going to be 4th down. Under 2 minutes left to play. The ball is marked just past the 35, near the 36. So 4th and 9. Turpin will go for it. Snap to Resendez. Looking to throw. He'll race out to his right. Lets one go to Buller. Unable to hold on to it as contact from Milliken knocked it down. Would have been short of the 1st down anyway. Ball turned over on downs with 1:20 left to play.
Wildcats, let's go, let's go.
Two-back shotgun formation again. Quarterback keeps it. Down near the sideline, avoids a couple of tacklers, then steps out of bounds after about a 9-yard gain.
with the elusiveness.
So second down, 8 yards to go. There's a snap, handoff. And fights his way forward inside the 25 to the 24. That'll be enough for a first down.
First down, Wildcats.
With 1:01 left to play. Now under a minute as the clock continues to roll. Boise City back at the line. And they'll take a knee.
The Wildcats take a knee.
And that will be the last snap of the game.
Call that a game.
Boise City trailing 20-6 at half. Comes back, outscores Turpin 34-0 in the second half to move to 3-0. Turpin falls to 0-3 on the season. We thank you for joining us here. Make sure next week we head to Texhoma, where Texhoma Goodwell will take on Hinton. That will be our game of the week. We'll be live streaming that. Hope you'll join us then. Remember, you can catch us on our Channel 2, at least for this final season of our cable, but you can also catch us on YouTube. Just look up PTCI. Not only can you see the live stream games, but many games that we filmed are archived there, so you can go back and relive some of the history of the games we covered. In fact, your Boise City people can go back and watch that area championship game with the Queen of Clutch, Miss Worm, hitting that free throw with the buzzer going off. And catch some of the other Boise City action there as well. We thank you for joining us. That's it from Boise City. Good night.